Turn it up, everybody!
Turn it up.
We played the funky music for a cup win, guys.
It's the cup! It's the cup! Come on! What is everybody? Welcome to the Winners Lounge!
Let's go!
Presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use the code DNVR365 when you sign up. Choose your offer and find out why. Whatever the name is. Never ordinary at Bet365. I don't know if we did great tonight, Dev, but you're going to have to recalibrate because the Nuggets just blow everyone out.
I did not put that into the equation.
Yeah.
I did not think that they were just going to be blowing teams out. It makes it very difficult
We're not
to
used
put a
to it.
bet in. We're not used to it.
But this is what they do now. This is the new Nuggets.
I apologize.
We're coming to you live from the DNVR Bar in the Toyota Winners Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Hop in the chat. Join the supporters club, the Toyota chat. Join the supporters club and drop a cup. We want the cup emoji.
Yeah. I want to see all the NBA cups in the chat right now. If you're a supporters club member,
Get that
put
cup in
them
there.
in the chat. Just add it to the supporters club emojis.
There you go.
Let us know.
Harrison Wynn, you were here all night.
I was here all night, man. Fun night. Friday night at the DNVR Bar. Always fun.
We're going to have to come up with a tradition for these watch-alongs if Denver, if they're going to keep being up like this.
I know.
We need
Like,
something to do
somebody
before.
should drink like a mini keg of Christmas ale or something. Like
Somebody
stuff
should.
like that.
Somebody should. Superstar Dev's here.
Live that down. So I'm glad that you're not forgetting
It's
about
still
that.
here.
I don't want to talk about it. And man, that game, I do want to talk about. It was a randomly fun game. I could not believe that. All the Nuggets are good?
All the Nuggets are good, man.
Well, yeah, mostly.
I think all the Nuggets
All
are
the
good.
Nuggets
Let's
are
go to a
good.
fast breakdown right now. First note tells the story. 12-3 start for Denver, then an 18-6 start. Really, the Nuggets just put it on them tonight. Warriors were ice cold to start this game. There's no Steph Curry in this game, so it's a little bit of a fake game. But still, the Warriors could not score the basketball for the first 9 minutes of the first quarter.
Yeah.
And then Jokic just went into takeover mode. 11 points, 6 assists in the first quarter. No big deal. 32-21 Nuggets. But now we go to the bench. And in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter, they blew that lead, that 11-point lead, all the way down to 1. We had to get a pregnant pause from the pregnant man, David Adelman. And you kind of wondered what was going to happen. And he mixed it up. He threw Cam Johnson out there and Christian Brown.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, the bench wasn't working with Murray and the 4 bench guys. So let's put a few more starters out. And what happened? One of the best runs of the entire year for the Nuggets, led by Jamal Murray and Jonas Valanciunas. Big Val, back-to-back threes. With that weird shot where his feet are touching. They're tied
catapult.
together and catapults it forward. It's insane. But he made both of them. And then Jamal Murray was on fire. It was so nice to see him where he was shooting in, as Michael Malone says, he was shooting into a big basket there in that second quarter. Nuggets were on fire. Nuggets on a run. It was 66-49 going into the half. Already it's a blowout. How's the third quarter going to go? Well, Draymond Green hit 3 threes in the third quarter. I think he made 5 on the night. Is that right? Yeah, 5 of 10 from 3. The greatest shooting night of his life. Absolutely did not
Imagine
matter.
if that didn't happen.
Nuggets would have won by 1,000.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon shook Buddy Hield on a triple crossover, then got to the lane and dunked it on Quentin Post. Nuggets closed this quarter strong. Here's a serious note for you. Nuggets are up 14, and they kind of were at 14 the entire third quarter. And you're like, is this going to get dumb?
Right.
Then Draymond Green's going to hit some. Then now it's going to be a game.
Right.
No, the Denver Nuggets were very mature tonight. The final 3 minutes of that third quarter was a haymaker knockout punch. The Nuggets went up 99-77. In the fourth quarter, Peyton Watson got a little rhythm going, got some steals, fast breaks. And the next thing you know, the Nuggets are up 28. I stopped paying attention after then. It was literally garbage time for 9.5 minutes.
You stopped paying attention when Jalen Pickett stepped in?
How did he do? Tell me, and then I'll tell you.
I mean, the Jalen Pickett, Zeke Najee 2-man game.
Many
We're
people
going to
are
be talking about
it.
that
Oh,
for
man.
generations.
I mean,
The streets are talking.
Yeah.
3 assists in 5 minutes is
I'm
pretty
not
good.
lying. They
It's
had
pretty
something
crazy.
going.
They had a little thing going. All right, Red Hawk Roofing, big takeaway, Superstar Dev.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway in this one was, man, it felt good to see Big Val come back into the Nuggets lineup like that. he had been in the negative for a couple of games, and I was wondering how the bench unit was going to look with him being back to being the focal point of the offense. He went 6 of 8 from the field. He knocked down back-to-back three-pointers. I don't think that we've seen a Big Val three-pointer.
Might have been his first.
We got to see a putback dunk from him. We got to see soft touch around the rim. We got to see rebounds. I just feel like he gave you a little bit of everything, and that's why I think that they blew out that lead so much. They blew him out so much when Big Val was in there that the Nuggets starter didn't think about getting back in the game because he was able to extend the lead. I think it's incredible that the Nuggets are blowing teams out. I'm sure that the Nuggets starters think that it's incredible that they're able to blow teams out. Him being on the bench right now and playing well, I think that that's the recipe for a parade.
You know what's I love it. You know what's crazy? He played 16 minutes tonight, which is his season high.
Yeah.
Poor Big Val. If they need the starters in, he's going to play very limited minutes because Yoke's going to play a lot. Mm-hmm. But then if the bench plays well, it's a blowout, and he doesn't get to play more. He didn't get to play the last 7 minutes of the game tonight because it was such a blowout. But 16 minutes, 18 points. That's a pretty good run. Or 60 minutes, 16 points.
Yeah, 16 points in 16 minutes.
Harrison.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway, Jamal Murray, man. I was a little worried. About Jamal over these last couple games. It was giving me shades of, the Jamal Murray of last year. He started off this season awesome in October. These last couple games got me a little nervous about okay, is this the new Jamal Murray or is just the same guy that we're used to at the beginning of the season? He redeemed himself tonight for sure. I mean, 23 points in 31 minutes, 8 of 12. He was aggressive. He had the shake tonight that he had at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
He played with the pace tonight that he played in the first couple games of the year. It was great to see, and he was front and center in that big bench run in that second quarter. It was him and Big Val. He had a couple threes. He got to his spots. And I mean, this was just a game where he didn't fear anybody that the Warriors had to throw out there. He looked at every matchup and was like, I'm going at you, Pajemski. I'm going at Buddy Hield. I'm going at Moody. Whoever they throw out there, I'm just going to attack. And he looked great tonight. I mean, this was his best game in the last week for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was just a reminder that, all right, maybe this early season Jamal Murray is different.
It also just shows you how different things are when Murray is on because
that's a good point.
The bench was great tonight, and a lot of this has to do with them. But it's Murray really 8 of 12, 5 of 7 from the 3-point line. He only took 12 shots to get his 23 points.
Efficient,
tonight. Very efficient night,
and they were all very good shots too.
And when he's in his bag, it's you just can't guard the Nuggets. You literally can't guard them. At one point in the fourth quarter, they had a 139 offensive rating. That fell, and it kind of sucks that it fell because I think the Nuggets might have been the number one offense in the league. If it weren't for this garbage time ruining their numbers.
Well, they have maybe the worst garbage time lineup in the league that's killing them in these blowout wins.
Well, also, it's just hard to, you're up 26, you check into the game, you're like, all right, I don't know what I'm going to do here. But I like it. Murray was phenomenal. We'll definitely to get back to him here in a little bit. My Red Hawk Roofing, big takeaway. Nuggets are good, man.
Oh.
I know people are going to want to nitpick and point out some of the things that haven't been firing on all cylinders, like Cam Johnson's 3-point shot, backup point guard, maybe this or that, or you could point to something, whatever it is you want to try to point to. The Nuggets have 6 wins. They are 6-2 so far. First loss was in overtime. Second loss was by 2 points. Only one of their 6 wins was by fewer than 10 points. They're not just winning, Dev. They're stomping people. This is so unfamiliar for the Nuggets fans because I don't know if you guys saw Eric Spoelstra had that great quote about Yoke after their game where he was just saying he makes every play that's needed and but he said he's playing the scoreboard and that's what's so hard about him is at all times he's just putting the pressure on you so it's hard to come back and all this. But I think it's kind of true about Yoke that part of why it might be hard to blow teams out, Yoke's style in particular is just you get a little lead and you protect it and you do these things. But this team is so good that they're just beating everybody by 10-plus points. They have the 3rd best net rating coming into tonight. That might go up from here. And we're all focused on these little details like Cam or like this or that. And I'm just going, the Nuggets are dominating. Their defense is great. Their offense is great. And they're winning these games so comfortably that Yoke barely has to play the fourth quarter. The Nuggets have really impressed me over this last week or so.
I mean, that's the big point right now is that like the starters are not having to overplay or overexert themselves. And while we're nitpicking, that means that they still have a long way to go. This is not the finished product. This is also product. This is not also where you look at that and say, hey, this is the Nuggets team that we're getting. They still have so many. We still want to see Cam Johnson, have a good game. We still want to see consistency with, a few of those starters. We want the defense to turn on, and they're still blowing teams out. Whoever's in their way, they're taking care of business. The teams that they're supposed to beat, they're taking care of business with, and it's the bench unit. We're starting to see like actual garbage time, which you could not get in, last year or in the past because other teams would still creep in. They would play down to their competition. They're not doing those type of things right now because they're figuring out a way, and they do have a reliable bench unit right now. I think that's been the difference. It is unfamiliar territory for us right now, and I think that's why we're squinting so hard because it doesn't feel real. It doesn't, how much they're going up right now.
I know. It's like, this is what it's like to have a bench. This is awesome.
It's and not even just that, man. I just think the team looks smooth. Like everything they're scoring on some of these possessions. I put it on Twitter, but they had a 131 offensive rating in half court.
Wow.
That takes out transition, all this other stuff. It's they walk the ball up against a set defense and score every single time. And I see some people in the chat, and they're right to point this out. Denver doesn't have a great win on the year yet. They really don't. All of their wins have been like, hey, they probably should have won. They were favored by a decent amount. But they're blowing them out. And last year, let's not forget, they lost to the Spurs. They lost to the Bulls twice. They lost to the Wizards twice. They lost to a handful of bad teams. Pelicans. And there were just nights where it was like, okay, this team's not very good. What's Denver going to do? Mess around with the game, get into the clutch time, and barely eke one out or lose.
Yeah.
And the Nuggets now are up 30 going into the fourth. It's just, I feel so good about this team and where they are. And what makes me feel even better about them is the things that they can be better at are so obvious and expected that you're like, hold on, they're this good before those things click?
Totally. I mean, the best stat of the night might be 28 minutes for Jokic on the front end of a back-to-back.
Light work.
And I mean, he didn't have to expend that much energy in this game. And now you have him fresh for Indiana tomorrow for the first back-to-back of the season. But to your point, Adam, I just love this team. This team is so awesome.
Yeah, it really is.
The starting lineup is incredible, and it can be even better. The bench is great. The combinations that David Adelman can go to, mixing Hardaway in there, Peyton Watson, what he brings, having Bruce back. I just love this team, and it's fun because they've shown their potential already, but they still have so much more that they can do, and they can just become so much better, and you can see it. Like it's obvious how good they can be and where they can improve.
I almost feel, Dev, like this schedule has broken perfectly for them because they have had a couple of good games, Golden State and obviously Portland, and they lost both of those. Yeah. But if you need a team to gel, new pieces, and this or that, getting this 4-game homestand that they're on right now, 3 games into the 4-game homestand, and getting all these quote-unquote bad teams, it's kind of nice because you can see the team getting better with each game, and they're not messing around with it. So you kind of watch it and go, if this was a tough schedule, they might be, 4-4 right now. But right now they get to be 6-2 and getting better. And now the test comes up here in the next week.
One of the highlights of the year was the Nuggets training camp and the preseason. Just because you wanted to see how they fit, just because you were excited to see how good this team is, because it looks good on paper. But every single minute that they play together, it truly matters because it's cohesion, it's chemistry, it's getting on the same page. They didn't play a ton of that, in the preseason game. They're getting an extended preseason where everybody's, in a new role and revamping themselves. Jamal came into the season in shape. That's very new. They're trying to see how do we adapt to not having to ramp him up throughout the season to getting him to playing. He's playing good right now. They have a new piece in Cam Johnson. They have Jokic, who is in the middle of, do I take over? Do I get everybody else involved? You have a Peyton Watson and you have so many. Big Val, how do we introduce him to a bench? And also, that's like the most important part of the year is what does this bench look like? So you're able to see that early on, and they're learning in real time. These games matter, but also they're getting all that time together with the season going on while picking up these wins against real teams. You're getting real defenses thrown at you and you're still figuring it out, but you're getting these wins. Now when you're tested, you have that time under you. And it's just more and more. They get to go on a home stand. You know, they're going to be able to go into the away stand. They're going to get pushed a little bit more. So it's great to have this work out in their favor early on and get all of this minutes, because now you know what it is that you have. You know exactly what it is that they need to work on. So this is just great timing.
And you could put it all in the context of, yes, these have been bad teams. I mean, that's an important piece of content, or context. The fact that they're just making it look this easy and this effortless and not having to use this much energy it's really, really cool. Let's take a break. On the other side, we're going to break down all of the players from this game and look at what exactly is working for the Nuggets and has us so excited. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, stop by your local Dick's Sporting Goods because they have the hottest apparel and footwear from all the top brands. You know, they got Nike, they got Adidas Originals, FP Movement. They also have DNVR. Yes, you can buy DNVR gear at Dick's Sporting Goods. Plus, they got everything else you need, you know, for whatever sport you're looking for. Baseball, football, soccer, basketball. A great golf section at Dick's as well. They have all your tailgating essentials too. If you find a lower price, Dick's will actually match it with their best price guarantee. So, you know, stop by your local Dick's today. They're all over Colorado, and they have DNVR gear right now. You can find shirts and DNVR hats at Dick's Sporting Goods in the Denver and Colorado areas. They've also got all your other favorite brands too. Nike, Adidas Originals, so much more. Whatever sport you need, get it at Dick's. And you can also get your gear fast with free curbside pickup at your nearest store or easy shipping from Dicks.com. Every season starts at Dick's. Pick up some DNVR gear from there today. Also, shout out to Miller Lite powering us through the watch-alongs every game here at DNVR. It was Murray time tonight, actually.
It was Murray time.
I told you guys in the pregame it might be, and it was. Miller Lite is the perfect beer for every occasion. You know, whether you're just chilling out watching the Nuggets game, whether you're at a buddy's house, maybe you're at the bar Friday night, Miller Lite is the perfect beer for every experience. It makes every experience better because it's a taste you can depend on. Simple ingredients, just 96 calories and 3.2 grams of carbs per 12 ounces. Miller time is always a good time. It's the original light beer, still iconic 50 years later, ever since 1975. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/DNVR to find delivery options near you, or just pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
All right, we are back here, segment 2 of the DNVR Nuggets podcast. Let's get back into Jamal real quick just to give him a fair, proper amount of time here. But 8 assists stands out to me. 8 of 12 stands out. 5 of 7 from the three-point line. The one thing I'll say, though, Dev, tonight his shot was falling, and that was what the big story was, you know, his shot. I still feel like the wiggle we were seeing in those first 3 games, I haven't quite seen it to the same level, but the shot making was there.
The shot making opens up everything else for him. And ironic as it is, Jamal just seems to move better when a couple of shots fall, but also he doesn't do the things that you see. You don't see the walking the ball up the court when he's in that. We don't see the over dribbling when he's able to knock down shots. He's able to just like have this like locked in focused look for him the entire time. And we've seen that tonight. He also had the balance of, I'm only going to take 12 shots. He made a lot of those shots. And also he has some incredible passes. Finished with 8 assists on the night. So you get the scoring, you get the defense that's very new that I really do think should be talked about a lot more. He is locked in on that end of the floor way more than he has been in the past. I think that's where the focus has been. And now he's scoring. That really is the big reason why they're blowing out teams. When he plays well, the Nuggets play well. Like, it just makes sense, you know, but it's great to see that after seeing that he was banged up for a couple of games and for him to return like that.
Did he have 16 of his 23 in the second quarter, I think, tonight?
Yeah.
I think he did because he only had 3 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But I thought he had the shake and wiggle tonight that he had in the first couple games.
You thought it was there?
He got to the rim for that, you know, that nice lefty
that
scoop
Dr.
that he
J.
had.
He has such a good
He had a
finish.
couple just awesome finishes, and that's been a theme of this season. He's had some great finishes at the rim. And then like he's never really a guy who's going to get by everybody, but he got by a couple guys tonight. And the guys that he didn't, he got separation for those step backs and those fadeaways that he loves to go to. So I thought he had it tonight. He looked quick to me, and he had 8 assists, the second most he's had this season, behind 10 on opening night against the same Warriors team.
Interesting. Might be something to that.
So he gets going against the Warriors. Like he makes things open up for this Nuggets offense and him against this team. But yeah, I thought he had that same shake tonight that he had in those first few games of the season.
It's always funny. It's a good night when we get this far in before we even bring up Nikola. The Joker, big fella, 26 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. No triple-double tonight, which I'm kind of bummed at. But it's because he only played 28 minutes. But he's just so dominant. Here's the thing with Jokic. I'm in a group chat with some buddies, some NBA buddies. And
ooh, do you want to drop any names?
I don't, but
okay.
in it with them, and they were having this conversation. I was late to, I didn't check my phone for a bit, and I hop in, and they're like, the top 3 MVP guys right now are so clear: Giannis, Shea, and Luka, and there's a big gap between that. And I was like, am I not hyping Nikola enough? I haven't really been saying anything. The guy, I thought we talked about maybe not in the best shape in the first little bit, whatever. He is the exact guy he was last year. The only difference is the team doesn't need him to be superhero, and he plays within that. But 12 of 15, Dev doesn't miss shots, and he gets triple-doubles in the third quarter.
He doesn't, and it really is calm. Like, he waits until the moment he has to turn on the switch, and then it's just like a hold my beer, where he just wants to score. This was so easy. This was an easy game for him. 12 of 15 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep, inside and outside attack. He set the tone early in the game with just assists. I'm just going to get everyone else, so all of the attention is going to be on them while I'm still scoring on you with ease. I know that you can't do anything with me. I'm going to score down low. He created a lot of mismatches. There was a lot of pods on him at times. He's going over the top with them. They were not big enough in this game, and he took Draymond Green out of the game. There was no moment with him with anyone else. This was truly a Jokic versus the scoreboard game because there was nobody on the court that could do anything with them. And back to your thing of if you're not hyping him enough, the expectations of what he's supposed to be doing is just so high that they don't think this is a good game for him. No one thinks that 26, 9, and 9.
It's kind of true, man. We're not like 26, 9, and 9 last year. We'd be like, whatever. But he's so dominant, and you watch the game, you're like, yes, he controls everything.
They just think that that's normal.
Yeah.
If other players are having 26, 9, and 9, we're going to talk about it. But when it's Jokic, the bar is just set so high because of he's not screaming in faces and taking every single shot. He's just doing whatever is needed of him right now. 15 shots. He only missed 3. Anyone else having it going on like that, then they're going to take 25, 30 shots. I just think that it's how he plays and what we expect of him every single time.
Yeah, I mean, your group chat's not going to be impressed with 26, 9, and 9.
Oh, I already sent them.
He's not moving up their MVP rankings.
They were not impressed tonight. They're not impressed.
I also love that that's where that group chat is at this point in the season. MVP
the
rankings.
MVP conversation.
Top 3.
I'm telling you.
Top 3 MVP. Who you got?
It's one of those things where this was such a silly conversation 10 years ago when people would bring up the MVP in December because it was so. But now we've all been trained where everyone literally starts the first week of the year.
You do it as a joke, but then you actually
and then now
do
it's
it.
actually real, and everyone's like, "Well, who is the MVP? Is it Giddy?
It's actually Giannis.
It's actually Giannis. I mean, come on."
But I mean, how many shots has Jokic missed in the restricted area this season?
Let me look it up. Let me look it up. You know what? I'm gonna because we have this data, so I'm gonna try to see if I can't find it.
Chat. How many shots do you think Jokic has missed in the restricted area?
Can't be many.
It's probably less than 5. And I mean, considering the contact he takes in there. No free throws tonight. 26 points, though, and it was easy, man. 12 of 15 overall, 2 of 3 from 3. And you just love the pace he's playing at and how calm he looks and just comfortable he looks out there. I mean, that last game, I just couldn't get over how free he was playing and how loose he was and how every single pass he made, you thought, oh, this could be the pass of the year coming up. Tonight, he was way more reserved.
Workmanlike.
Didn't have that same looseness to him, but no, he didn't need it. He was just calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah. He's 24 of 26 in the restricted area. He's missed 2 shots in the restricted area, and I'm pretty sure he rebounded.
I was going to say he definitely rebounded one or both of those.
Was that one when he got fouled? That was one of them, really.
Well, they don't count. If he's fouled, it won't count.
No,
right.
He went back up. They didn't call it the foul.
Oh, you're right. I think that is right. You're right. He missed it, grabbed it, went up and got fouled. So technically, you're right.
Yeah.
He might not have. He might have scored every time he shot in the restricted area this year.
So it's really 2. He's
really
actually
2.
missed just 2 shots in the restricted area. One for sure he rebounded. We'll have to look up about the second one.
My prediction this year, and I don't know if we're on pace. Yes, it is. My prediction was that he'd have a 70% true shooting. He's at 70.1. So he's right there to have the most efficient year of his career. Again, some easier teams, so I do think that that's going to get a little bit tougher here in the come and go.
Yeah, no Horford tonight, which was big.
There was nobody tonight, man. There was nobody tonight. Draymond Green hitting all those threes, the only thing that made this game.
Post played well.
That's not what I noticed, but okay.
Showed a little something.
I want to go to this topic next here because I already see it poisoning the chat. And I can draw the ire of certain people in the chat, and I don't even care about it. I thought Cam Johnson was very good tonight. I thought he was very good tonight. And look at the stat line. 0 points on 0 of 3 shooting, 1 rebound, 4 assists. There's still concerns. I mean, I'm less concerned. I shouldn't say less concerned. I'm equally as concerned by the fact that he is not getting shots. 0 of 3 is crazy. As I am that he's not making shots. But the Nuggets scored every time down the court tonight. If you look at it, Hardaway also didn't really get free. I think they were really pressuring to try to take away. Denver was on fire from 3 tonight, and I think they were trying to overextend on those. They're like keying on those shooters. But the ball's not finding him, which is a concern. He was phenomenal, I thought, defensively tonight. Made multiple really impressive plays, guarded in his man in position, but also made some big-time rotations. Got a couple of assists in there. I'm not saying I'm not concerned about some of the things that we're seeing, the weaknesses. What I'm saying is the Nuggets had a 131 half-court offensive rating night, 139. He was a plus 25, and the Nuggets won by 25 points. He is still contributing, even if we want to see him ultimately be more involved in the offense and be a bit more of a scorer. But I just thought everything else was really good tonight and stood out.
This was hard for me because, I mean, a goose egg is a goose egg. But
a goose egg is a goose egg.
When you look at everything else when it comes to Cam Johnson, he does not force shots ever. Yeah. He plays defense, and everyone else around him plays the right way, and they seem happy. You know what I mean? Like Aaron Gordon takes 12, field goal attempts. Jokic, he's always going to take as many as he wants, but he is playing happy. Christian Brown and also Jamal Murray. So when you have a guy out there, and it's not to just continue to compare him to Michael Porter Jr., but that's what you have to do. They're not worried about if they have to keep this guy happy, if he's going to stay engaged in the game, later in the game. He's still going through the motions. He's still rotating the ball, playing, the right way the entire time, getting assists. But he's not a person that you have to key in on the entire time.
They're treating him like KCP, honestly, in that KCP was by like a distant 5th option that year. Cam is a distant 5th option so far this year, but he is contributing in these other ways. And I'm going to have to, here's the thing I'm going to say. Michael Porter Truther in the chat, our guy, there's no winning this. And here's what I mean. Michael Porter's having a great individual season. He's playing well. I'm watching his games because I like Michael Porter and I find him fun to watch. The Nets are going to lose a lot of games this year. They're not going to win very much at all. So what is the end game of this constant back and forth? The Nets are going to be horrible. Michael Porter's going to put up good numbers. The Nuggets are going to be awesome, and we'll see what Cam's contribution is there. This argument is going to, one, it's kind of boring. We're 8 games into the season. It's already boring. But 2, what would resolve this? It's like one thing when you have an argument that there will be a resolution. There's nothing that can resolve this.
I think that the thing is that both teams, are getting what they wanted, or
100%.
both people in the
everybody involved.
Everybody's getting what they wanted. Michael Porter Jr. is going to have a great individual season where he gets to shoot the ball, he gets to score, he gets to show the type of performer he is. Cam Johnson is going to win a lot of games. You're going to have a plus minus. You're going to have a guy that's going to show up, every single time, and you don't have to feed him for him to still be productive.
Yeah.
His plus minus at the end of the year is going to be incredible.
Here's the only way this resolves. If the Nuggets lose in the first round or win a championship, but it's like, do you really want to spend 82 games and the playoff run rooting against that because that's literally the only way that we'll ever have a resolution for it.
Right.
The team is playing phenomenal. The offense is as good as it has ever looked, and he hasn't gotten going yet. So we can fight that, or we can be like, this is the new story.
Sure. And I mean, he also plays defense. That's a thing he does.
Plays very smart defense.
Yeah. The fouling's been a little bit of a concern this year, but only one foul in this game. And, he played, good solid team and individual defense. And I also think just, his IQ, how he passes, how he reads the floor, and just how he moves the ball, it's absolutely contributed to the start on offense that the Nuggets have had. Yeah. Yes, the bench being good is probably the biggest factor in the Nuggets having the best offense in the league. But I do think the starters look great because Cam is a ball mover.
Yeah.
Like, he gets the ball popping, and he doesn't need to take shots.
Right.
So, he's going to be super selfless and unselfish. He doesn't take really bad shots, except that one he did take today. The pull-up three, that was crazy. But other than that, he plays to the system. Yeah. And I think it's a reason why the Nuggets starters have absolutely cooked.
For sure. What I want people to hear is we don't think he's playing incredible. He's clearly having a down season start to the year right now. He understands that. Everybody knows he's not making shots, and he should be. He's getting some, good quality looks, and they're just not falling. But is he still able to
contribute?
Do the Nuggets look good with him on the floor? It looks like it in every single game. They're plus.
Yeah.
In every single game,
For sure.
They're continuing to push him and keep playing, but they're not spending so much time trying to see, is he happy? Do we have to get the ball in his hands every time? Do we have to run plays for him to continue to run and play hard the entire time? Is he going to be locked in defense? He adds a lot of the boxes that were not there. They're getting fulfilled right now. So that's something to be happy about.
The Nuggets,
when they start falling, the Nuggets are going to be unstoppable.
Nuggets at home, 22-point win against the Suns, 30-point win against the Pelicans, 6-point win against the Kings. That was really like a 15-point win, but the garbage time came in. 10-point win against the Heat, 25-point win against. I mean, these are not close.
Taking care of business.
At home, they are absolutely dominant. All right, let's take a break. On the other side, more guys to get to, especially on the bench.
Shout out to Red Hawk Roofing, Denver's best roofers. They're also the presenting sponsor of our Next Chapter documentary, our Nuggets documentary that dropped before the season. You can watch
Still
that.
worth watching, by the way.
On our YouTube channel. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'll green life for a while with that. They are Denver's best roofers as well, and they're the homies. They've been with us for a long time, and there's nobody else that you should trust with your roof. Big project, small project, your home, business, whatever it might be. Red Hawk Roofing, they're your guys for all your roofing needs. If you just have questions about your roof, give them a call. Tell them we sent you. They'll give you a free no-obligation roof and property inspection, a free in-depth photo report for all inspections as well. They have a drone, as we found out. Take awesome drone shots of your roof as well. They'll take care of you guys. So supporting your local teams means also supporting local businesses like Red Hawk Roofing. If you need a new roof over your home or business, give these guys a call, 720-771-8921, redhawkroofing.com, and of course, tell them we sent you. Also, shout out to Fire on the Mountain, the best wings in Denver, the best wings in Colorado. 15 different flavors, 15 different sauces made from scratch every single day, from mild to insanely hot, everything in between. Fire on the Mountain, it's just a great place to go and hang out. It's a great vibe there. They have a great beer list, awesome cocktails. On Mondays, $5 beers, happy hour all day Tuesdays. They've got good food too. Tons of, appetizers. They got dressing. They got everything. A bunch of different locations, takeout and delivery. It's a great place to watch a game, catch up with friends, and eat some wings. Monthly specials as well. Grab $5 pints on Mondays. All day happy hour Tuesdays. They now offer delivery from their Wash Park location. Try the best wings in Denver at the DNVR Broncos tailgates as well. They were out there last night. Hopefully you got some. They'll be out there next weekend too. Visit their spot in the Highlands and Wash Park.
Alrighty, back here, segment 3, DNVR Nuggets Podcast. Brendan Vogt is going to be joining us shortly live from Ball Arena with insight from Jonas Valanciunas, Jamal Murray, and of course David Adelman. Check out this stat, courtesy of friend of the show, Jake Coyne, a.k.a. the Stat Squatch. The Nuggets have held a lead 86.8% of the time so far this season. That's the second highest percent of time leading by a team through 8 games of a season in the last 20 years, trailing only the Milwaukee Bucks, and even them only barely. They're basically up 90% of the season.
They're in the lead.
They're in the lead. I mean, that's a pretty cool stat in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows the dominance, and it's a shout out to the bench.
Also, the Nuggets usually are playing from behind and having to work themselves into, trying to win the game. Or once the bench unit comes in, they're behind and they're playing up. So now it's like Jokic has to go into a new gear, or the starters have to come in and play extremely hard. They're not doing that right now. I mean, there could be like, are they battle tested later on? But if you just continue to just blow teams out and play well like that, you don't even have to see that. Guys get to rest. The bench unit gets to feel competent. The starters, when they come in, they're a little bit more laxed. Those type of things matter for teams. It just does, because when these teams, think about the Thunder last year, they just eased through the season. When you think about, Golden State Warriors when they were on this, they eased through the season where you get to just rest and tinker with your lineup and see what you have there. So right now, them leading in every single game, that's what you want right now. And then when it gets tough, now we're going to see how they adjust to that.
I mean, Dev, imagine if you're Nikola Jokic and you check out of the game. What were they up, like 7-8 points when he checked out into the first quarter, something like that? Imagine you come back in and all of a sudden it's a 15-point game and you're checking back in.
Yeah.
Like compare
That's
that.
what happened tonight.
Exactly. Compare that to last year when he exits with an 8-point lead and he comes back and they're down 8.
Yeah.
Because you have to play totally different in those two situations.
Yeah.
You have to play totally different when you check back in the second quarter, up 15 compared to down 8. Your mentality is totally different. Just the force you have to play with on each possession is totally different. You got to have more urgency. Whereas in this scenario now, you can just let the game come to you and play the right way. So the bench is making all the difference, and it's been beautiful.
We have live from Ball Arena our very own Brendan Vogt. Let's go to him now. Find out what they're saying. What are the streets?
Talk to me.
Vogt, we're trying to get used to this. Nuggets constantly being up 20, up 10. We're trying to get used to it. It feels weird.
It does feel weird. It's easy to do when your backup center scores, 16 points off the bench. What a game from Jonas Valanciunas, guys. But I got to start with the highlight of the night. That dunk from Aaron Gordon, the 1-footer off the crossover. Take you right to a quote right away. Jamal Murray says Aaron Gordon is not usually a 1-foot dunker, so we really appreciated that. I don't usually notice what foot Aaron Gordon's going off. I just see him dunking on people, but there's a note from Jamal. 1-foot dunker Aaron Gordon set the crowd on fire tonight.
He is a 2-foot dunker, though. That is a good point by Jamal. He's always going off of 2 feet.
No
so,
doubt.
yeah. Mixed it up for us.
Mixed it up for us, yeah. We heard from David
hold on.
Adelman
Our top
tonight,
story here. Are
guys.
you wearing a suit?
Hold on. Do you look handsome today?
What are we doing?
Yeah, I made a mistake of setting a high bar for myself by dressing well in the first 5 home games. I'm already out of dress clothes. I've burned through all of them, so I'm going to have to go shopping or something.
You look incredible, though. I mean,
I'm wearing
honestly,
a tie.
truly, you look awesome. The tie, everything's done up.
Is a nice touch.
It's unbelievable.
I've never seen you with a tie. This looks great.
I forgot that I owned them, fellas. I forgot that I owned them. Let me take you to the podium and to the locker room tonight, though, where we heard from David Adelman. And, when you win
He's super professional.
By 25 points, there's a lot of good places you can take it. I asked David Adelman where he wants to take it. And right away, he said, I thought that group that came in when they went on the 10-0 run to start the second quarter, the group that came in after that was incredible. They were the reason we won the game, that 19-3 run. I believe that was Jamal and then Cam Johnson in there for Bruce and Peyton, Tim, and Valanciunas that went on that run. He was really impressed by that, but he had a lot of positive things to say about the guys off the bench. He thought Bruce and Peyton were really good defensively. He said Jonas Valanciunas was great. Our 2 centers tonight, 42, 15, and 9 is pretty good. Really good night from the center position. Side note, those 9 are all Jokic's assists, but I digress.
Wow.
Jonas was great. He thought Jamal Murray was really clean tonight. I would have to agree. 5 for 7 from 3. Pretty impressive. But he liked the playmaking as well, and just talked about what a good job he did of hitting Jonas Valanciunas and putting him in a advantageous position. He was asked how he views kind of Cam Johnson's performance tonight and just the general trend. Feels a little silly to ask, Bennett Durando admitted before asking, how do you view this when he scores 0 points, but he has a lot of nice plays and he's a plus 25. Adelman says, I view it as we're the Denver Nuggets. We have a top whatever offense it is, and he's a plus 25. They're not going to go backpedaling and worrying about things like that right now, when the starters are playing well and the offense is clicking. I think it's a fair question from Bennett and a fair answer from David Adelman. I mean, the starters are doing their thing, guys, whether or not we're waiting for Cam Johnson here to find his form.
He had
finally on. Go ahead.
I was saying, Cam Johnson on the court tonight, 135.3 offensive rating. CB slightly higher than that, but I mean that's the top, of what everybody had tonight. So it is one of these things where it's like, yeah, you want to see him get more than 3 shots, score more, but they literally scored 1.5 points down the court every time he was on the floor tonight. It's like they could have scored 1.6 points, I guess.
It's pretty hard to criticize the offense, right? I mean, Cam might be scoring. Maybe someone else wouldn't be scoring regardless. The offense is ridiculous. And anecdotally, it feels like every time I look up at the Jumbotron this year, the Nuggets have put 32 points up in a quarter. It seems like it doesn't matter what happens, they're going to score 32 points at least. So they're walking almost backwards into it. Tonight, guys, the threes finally fell for them as a team, particularly Jamal Murray, and that's what helped make it blowout territory. Finally, on defense, really quick, Adelman said, I know statistically it says we're great. I still think it's a work in progress. He did think Bruce and Peyton were really good tonight, but that's something they're still trying to work on. They think they're far from their final form. Jamal Murray waxed poetic about Jonas Valanciunas. He says he's a goofball. He's really funny. He keeps the energy light. Forget on the court. I think he's just a great dude. He keeps the energy light in the locker room. He's always joking around. He gets serious when he needs to. He does not complain. He plays his role. He's physical. He listens. He has good input. So it's only up from here. I think he's very solid and just a true professional to the game. He's a great teammate. Very effusive praise there from Jamal Murray on Jonas Valanciunas.
He never talked about DeAndre Jordan like that. Just never.
Did Murray hate DeAndre Jordan? Is that the rumor you're starting?
DeAndre Jordan, famously a terrible locker room
I just haven't heard him glow about him like that. Those are all the same things that he was supposed to do.
I will say that I have heard when the Nuggets got Big Val, well, that's what I heard from everybody that's covered him. They're like, oh, he's the best teammate ever, man. Like, that's a great locker room hire.
That seems to be what everyone we've talked to about Jonas has as many good things to say about him off the court. Tonight on the court, he really shined, 16 points. The Nuggets just don't do that a lot from their backup center. So it was a welcome contribution for him. Jamal also said, what's the key to keeping the right mentality when you're up big on a team? And he says, I think in the timeouts, it's crucial to just stay vocal. All it takes is a couple of possessions, a quick lapse. So it sounds like the guys were vocal in that timeout after that 10-0 run to turn things around in the second quarter. And, of course, Jamal Murray, who's the key to the second unit, really got things going there as well. And then Big Val, guys, is he's an interesting interview. He starts every answer with the word well. He says, well, he takes a deep breath. He puts 2 hands in the air before giving a very measured. He sounds like an Ent up there. I don't know if my Lord of the Rings fans are in the house, but he's a patient man, a patient and gargantuan man. He did say, look, that's the bench's job, the job to keep the lead when the starters go out. He says, we talked about it on the bench during that timeout. We can't let it happen. So he's proud of the effort they put forward out of that timeout. He said, Jamal is such a good player. He's going to draw 2 defenders. We just have to find the open pocket and an open area to present ourselves. He's either going to score or he's going to find us. He had a couple of good quotes about the team's mentality. He was asked about backing up Jokic, and he says, look, it's impossible to replace him, but we're playing as a team. No matter who is playing or who is not playing, we are having joy. And I just hope that we can continue that no matter who plays or doesn't play throughout the season. Finally, on playing for an organized and capable group in Denver, Jonas took a deep breath, said, well, that's fun basketball. To play to win, that's meaningful basketball. We can say it's a long season, but every game means a lot. Every game matters for us. It's fun to play these meaningful games, honestly.
Well,
it's so funny.
Great stuff, Vogt.
It's also funny that we're like, these games are meaningless. They're playing bad teams without their star. And, Big Val's like, it's so great to have meaningful games. And it's like, hey, man, it gets way more meaningful down the ride. But we're glad you're enjoying the ride so far.
He was also asked a question of, what do you think about winning a championship with the Nuggets this year? And he said, it'd be great. It'd be great. Let's take it one game at a time. I think Big Val is right about that. one game at a time here in Ball Arena, where the Nuggets, despite really having a true test from healthy opposition, they're looking way better here defending home court than they did last season.
Hell yeah, they are, man. Dominant at home. Great stuff, Vogt.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
My pleasure, like always. Big Val now, because he brought him up and because he was at the podium. 16 points in 16 minutes tonight, 6 rebounds. There are just some teams, and the Warriors are one of them, or at least when as shorthanded as they were, but they might be even with him. They just don't have the size, man. And if you don't have the size, it's like, yeah, man, he's going to FIFO 5 fum all the way to the rim every time.
He's so massive out there. And what we have not seen from any of these teams, truly none of the teams, nobody is bullying or punking Denver. Because they have 2 massive guys down there where you can't just play people out of position, where they don't have the advantage on size at any point. And right now, he looks good. This was truly his best offensive game because he's, throwing it over the top. He's showing range. He passes. He is a player you could go through, but also he doesn't need the ball the entire time. Like, Big Val is good. He really is much better than I thought he was before coming here. Now that he's here, it's great to have a guy that can do that. Even on his off nights when the bench is not going completely well, like it's really only like him at times that is like -7 and -11 and stuff like that. But they still continue to find a way because you just need him to do his thing for that small amount, and that's just use his size. He has something that you can't teach right now, but also he's just so strong, bullying people down low, getting them into foul trouble so that when the starters get back in, they get to go to the line every time. So I really like what I've been seeing from Big Val.
Did you see last week he was asked in a media scrum, I think it might have been practice, like, do you feel the pressure checking in for Nikola, knowing that the story has been for the last several years, when Jokic goes to the bench, the team hemorrhages points. Do you feel that pressure? And he goes, yeah, it's a lot of pressure, which I loved. He didn't like run from it or something. He's like, yeah, man, when I check in, that's exactly what I feel. Don't blow it.
Well, I mean, the biggest reason for like the bench's success, I feel like, is him and Jamal Murray. And the biggest difference from last year to this year with that group, they're just actually playing basketball. They're actually running real offense.
Yeah.
Last year, and really the last couple years, the sense I had gotten just from what Michael Malone had to say, just what people told you, was like, they didn't really try to run any real offense with the bench. They didn't really put that much effort into, okay, this is stuff we're going to design, for these guys when Jokic is off the floor. Like, these are some plays we're going to go to. They just kind of rolled the ball out and went. And I do think that contributed to the bench just sucking the last couple of years. But they're running real stuff now, and they do have the personnel to do it. That's a big factor. They do have shooting off the bench with Tim Hardaway. They do have an improved Peyton Watson who can do more things and is being allowed to do more things with the ball. But, they can run a really good pick and roll game now with Jamal Murray and Big Val, and they can, space the floor with shooting, and they can run similar stuff to the starters because, Big Val, like David Adelman said at Summer League, he can do some of the things Joker can. He can pass. Yeah. He can facilitate out of the high post, on the elbow. They can run the split game with him too. So they're just running more real offense. They look like a basketball team now when Jokic is off the court, and like they didn't last season.
They actually do have 9 real guys this year. I know that was the funny line from last year, but it's true this year. Yeah. Because Tim Hardaway was pretty quiet tonight, 7 points in his 19 minutes. Bruce Brown, 6 points in his 18 minutes. I thought they both played well, but I'm just saying they weren't the hero tonight. It was mostly Jonas and our Big Val and a little bit of PWat at the end. PWat frustrated me in the first half of this game. I was actually pretty bothered because I thought he was a little on his heels. But to close this game, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block. That's kind of the stat line you hope to see out of him. A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, but also an emphasis on defense. He got a couple of pokes. He got out in the in the front, like in the backcourt, and started to dunk and try to play well. He got a couple of alters at the rim, but he got to see him be the primary ball handler at times, and I like that. It was a slow start for him, but he worked his way back into it, and that's not something that we've seen every single time with Peyton Watson. He would get down on himself, or he's going to just push a little bit too hard. And he didn't in this game. And then with Tim Hardaway Jr., I think the best part about him and also this bench unit is every single night is going to be a new guy. You're not just going to be able to key in on just Tim Hardaway Jr. And I think that was a part of the Nuggets, like where they got stale last year. You knew exactly what was coming. You knew there was only one guy that could score at times. Maybe one night it's Bruce Brown that brings the energy. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been bringing it. Big Val had a big night tonight. Peyton Watson has like stepped up. So like every night you're getting something else, and that's what makes the team dangerous. You can't just take away one thing there. But are they still going to play? Are they still going to go through their motions? They are. Tim Hardaway Jr. is still moving the entire time. You still have to respect him as a shooter. Peyton Watson is still going to play defensively, and then whatever you get from him offensively is a positive. You're not looking for him to score 15 points in a game, or at least you're looking at the wrong things. Bruce Brown is still going to bring energy. He might not score sometimes. Sometimes he is, but again, he's going to bring energy. So I think that bench unit, that's what makes them special while they're playing well right now.
100%, man. Lots of contributions. Bench unit, so versatile, can go to so many different looks. I wonder who the game ball went to. We always put this into the Toyota chat, let you guys decide. If I had a vote tonight... Okay, well, we can go to a different segment here first.
That's on me.
Harrison, we have a new segment.
Well, this also involves Kale bringing up a graphic. Do you have the new segment, Kale? We have a new segment that we will start next week. Weekly feedback with the fellas.
Oh.
We are offering unsolicited life advice if you have questions that you want the fellas to answer.
We give great advice, man.
You know, these can be about anything. I mean, non-Nuggets related is even better, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe, some relationship advice. Dev's really good at that.
Yeah, you look like you're on King of the Hill throwing up the middle finger.
It is King of the Hill. That is a King of the Hill cartoon.
So if you want some life advice from the fellas, give us a call at that number. Leave a voicemail. We're going to play the best ones.
Nice. So they'll just give us an example. What kind of voicemail do you expect? Like, what would you call in and say?
I mean, I think, I'd ask you if I had relationship questions, I would want your advice and take. I'm not going to lie. You've been in a lot of them.
I have been in a lot of relationships. I once was in one.
It was once in a relationship, yeah.
So, okay, so if you had one for Adam, like...
What kind of advice?
I mean, birding.
I was going to say wildlife in general.
Outdoor activities.
Yeah.
You could ask a specific X and O type of question, too.
Yeah.
I've been married 17 years. I can't give relationship advice.
Marriage advice, yeah. I might need that from time to time.
I think that a lot of people are going to want to, they're going to leave some voicemails for D-Line.
I think D-Line's going to be the number one advice.
I think he's going to have a lot of things that they want to know. And he has a lot of answers.
Call in, leave us a voicemail. Let us know what's on your mind.
I like that one. I like that.
We got any super chats? Oh, we have game ball? All right, who was it? Drum roll. I would have given it to Jamal.
Big Val? I mean, it's
or Big
Yoke.
Val.
Yeah, it's
King Yoke. 26, 9-9. This is one of the ones I would have maybe not given it to Yoke, even though he was for sure the best player tonight.
It was a really close. Jokic got 36% of the vote. Jamal got 31, and Big Val got like 28. So pretty even vote tonight.
I think Big Val or Jamal definitely could have won either one of these, but let's be honest, it's Yoke. It's every time it's Yoke. Do we want to give it to him tonight or not? 12 of 15 is pretty nuts, man. 70% true shooting on the season. That would be the number I'm most interested in. It just feels so cool.
Yeah. I am moving into a house next month, and I could use some maybe advice on how to deal with some neighbors.
Oh, man, I could give that advice for sure. I got a great neighbor right now, man. My guy Solomon.
Nice.
See,
this is so great, man. I'm telling you.
I'm thinking about, like, if I want to move, just so I don't have to deal with
a neighbor. Good neighbors can be great. Bad neighbors are the worst thing there is.
I'm
a
curious
good
who my
neighbor
neighbors
is
I think
incredible.
people think I'm a bad neighbor.
Why?
Why is that?
I don't know. Just like, and I don't know if it's like they're working on something down there, but it's like beating on the.
No. That's the worst kind of neighbor. If you're disrupting somebody else's peace, that's a bad neighbor.
When I go and say something, they fold.
Of course they do, because they know they're wrong.
That's like weak. I just feel like you should stand on whatever.
I can make whatever noise I want in my house.
Just stand on whatever you said in the first place.
That's hilarious.
All right, let's go to Super Chats. Mr. Exquisite Nugget. AG's dunk was...
Oh, my.
Yeah, that was tough.
Who thinks we can win the cup?
I think we can. Hey, this was big, by the way. You didn't mention it.
Big for the cup.
Plus 25 in the standings there for the difference.
That was a big one.
Nash Sweden, should we try to bench Cam? Might get better. I don't think that would be great.
Yeah.
If a guy's already struggling with fitting in, you don't take them out. He's doing successful things right now. You try different things first. I don't think you should bench Cam right now, but I can see why other people would want that.
Michael Porter Truther, Zeke or Onsen, 3-pointer for your life. Give me number 22.
Yeah,
Zeke did hit a 3.
That is
Zeke did have a 3 tonight.
If those are my 2 options, though, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
The aliens will take over.
Bro,
if
I
those
would
are the
just say, you know
options.
what?
Yeah.
Just take me.
Tease Nugs, the bench narrative has officially evolved. The non-Jokic minutes have become the no-joke minutes.
Oh, I like it. That's a good one. No joke.
The Fox Prince, our bench isn't bleeding out anymore. It's actually patching things up. Feeling chippy tonight, boys. We want the cup.
We want that.
Michael Malsby, glad to see some of the valedictorians show up tonight.
Oh, man.
Also, Maul and AG both looked very mobile. They did.
Yeah. When I was homeschooled, I was a valedictorian.
First in your class.
Yeah, really.
Some people were saying it. My sister also was homeschooled. So I was over her.
That's right.
Kyle M. Haywind. What's up, Kyle? I got the NBA Cup shout out. Just want to point that out.
All right, put it in the NBA Cup. Make sure you make that detail in the
Make
notes.
that note. Tom Stewart, the bench seems to go how Murray goes. Look at the contrast between the end of the first and the start of the second. Like the way we're trending overall.
I do think there's a lot of truth to that. If you remember, we were pretty pissed at Murray in that first 2 minutes because some of it was on him, and then they came out of that break and he just was like in
Turned it
takeover
on.
mode.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Jamal.
Ben Mack, imagine what happens when Cam starts to hit shots. Look out, NBA.
That's what you need to hear, though.
Yeah. The one thing I will say is if he would have hit shots tonight, at most he would have had 8 points because he took 3 shots.
Yes.
2 threes out of 2. So it's not like it would have been that big of a difference.
But he would have extended the lead. They would have won that by
that's
30.
True. That is true.
5-5-5-5-5-ish. Let's go. All the Nuggets are good. 34 bench threes down. Only 521 till 555.
It feels like it has not moved.
Big
still.
Science hit 2 threes. Jamal Starr is back, and AG continues to send people to the Shadow Realm.
Hell yeah.
Cliche Watch really got podcasting downhill tonight, man.
Yeah, we were podcasting downhill the whole night.
We really were.
Yeah.
Leto, man.
We're podcasting into a big basket tonight.
Val is underutilized on the bench, needs more touches. I think he got a lot tonight. Tom Stewart, I think we should run a play for Cam early, much like we did with MPJ. See if we can get him going early.
I will tell you this, last game against Miami, first play was for him. It wasn't open, but it did open up a Jokic threes. But they are calling plays for him, and it's not materializing to shots right now. But it's materializing to points. I don't know.
Pig Boo. Plus 25 is the only Cam John stat I care about.
It's the only one that matters.
Should. Really wins and losses.
Cam was the third option with the Suns. No pressure to win in Brooklyn. Is it possible he can't handle pressure on a contender? He looks scared.
I mean, he does look shook. I mean, I'm not going to lie. He looks shook.
Yeah. Michael Porter Truther, bigger bench upgrade, backup center or coaching?
It's a fair question, man.
I mean, probably backup center, but
I mean,
both.
yes, I think so.
Definitely both. Cam Johnson Truther.
Oh, let's go. Cam Johnson Truther. But see, this is the thing I don't want. We're going to have a war. This is where sports can really suck, is when it's not only are we together, now we're divided amongst the ways in which we want to win. 25-point win, but we're at each other's throats.
Cam will at least get back to his career average, 57% effective field goal percentage. He's currently at 45%. If he gets the customary Joker 7% efficiency bump, 7%. We are unstoppable. MPJ career 59.8 effective field goal percentage.
I just knew Michael Porter was going to come into that one. I knew he was. But there's a new truther in the chat, boys.
Everybody is a truther.
Maddox, I'm getting that 2023 feeling again, Jamal Starr.
Well, real quick on that note, the Nuggets have a back-to-back tomorrow against Indiana, who's feisty. They should win that game, but Indiana, you still have to show up and beat them. So a test of their maturity.
Yeah.
Then they go on the road. And this is where it gets interesting. Then Denver is going to go out on the road for the next month. But in the immediate future, you're going to have a game against Sacramento, game at the Clippers, Minnesota, and then Chicago. That's 4 really tough games. I look at it. I think we're going to find out. I think the Nuggets perform very well in that stretch, but we're going to find out.
The boy's dad, 3D watch. Nikola began 25-26 with a career triple-double versus every team. Needs one versus Washington, January 17th, January 22nd to complete second cycle.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so the second cycle of the triple-doubles versus every team.
All he needs is one against Washington?
That's crazy. Was it against Washington the first time?
Yeah, because
they don't play very often.
And it took a while.
So now he's got two versus everyone?
And he's going to have a couple chances, and then if he gets both against Washington and one against Indiana, he'll have and New York. Triple.
So he only needs three.
For the triple crowd. Man, that would be pretty dope.
Wow, great stat. Ryan B, the Lithuanian slingshot, good for 2 threes today.
He is the Lithuanian slingshot, man.
Snow Wolf, I've worn my undefeated Jordans to every home game this year, and the Nuggets are undefeated at home. AG can do anything.
It might be the shoes.
It might be the shoes.
Big Honey, Dev knows.
Many are saying.
Dev does.
Many are saying, but Big Honey is the first to bring it out. I think everybody should say it.
That's true. Dev does
Teens
know.
on acid. Feels like 2023 all over again. See you in June, boys. This is the start of another very special season.
Certainly feels like it, man. I'm enjoying riding the highs, man. Riding the wave of life.
I love this team.
This team is a lot of fun. Almost boring. The last 6 minutes of this game, I was like, all right, let's start the winner's lounge. But, what can you do? Everybody, thanks for hanging out. The nice thing is, we're not going to be away from long. Less than 24 hours, we'll be back in these very seats.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Hit that like button on the way out.
Silly like the mayor.